Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 10th through the 16th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. Oops. The overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Cups. That's a lot of love. That's you keeping your heart open, keeping your mind open, keeping yourself open towards something here. Looks really good, feels really good. In the recent past, the Strength card, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. That's a lot of practicality right there. That's a lot of logic. There's definitely potential energy exchange here with somebody else. But I see you being kind of on the same page and, you know, again, a lot of practicality on one side, a lot of practicality on the other. But struggling a little bit. Struggling a little bit with something. I can't see what yet. We'll see. In the current situation, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups. You're opening your heart more here. There's still a sense of practicality, but overall there's also an emotional aspect to things as well that's showing up, which feels a lot better. In the immediate future, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Death card. Okay, well, something that looks to be a connection, that looks to be quite fine. There's definitely a whole lot of love here, but it's looking like it's coming to a potential abrupt end. And this doesn't have to be romantic, by the way. It can apply to pretty much everything. But I usually don't get it, even if I get the Death card, I usually don't get it necessarily as an ending. This one feels like an abrupt end. I don't know why. We'll see. Maybe the clarification is gonna point us someplace else, but let's see. Okay. Oh, maybe that's why. Well, see, when we clarify, we see what's underneath. Okay. For the Knight of Cups, you get the Two of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of Cups. All right, so again, there's a lot of love in a situation. This reading is, even though it starts off on a practical note, it carries on through a lot of openness from the heart. So there's a lot of love that's present through this reading. And there is a connection that's based off of that. Now, the problem is it has the Devil attached to it, the Devil energy, which, of course, that most of the times could apply as being your energy, and that's that. In this case, no, I feel like there's some underlayer issues here, which could be just about anything. That's a pretty unhealthy energy usually. Okay, so something's kind of lurking in the shadows there as an issue. Let me see. In the past, for the Strength card, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. See, practicality is good until you get stuck in your mind completely and you don't really use much of your heart. Because then when you spend too much time there, the clarity side of it all kind of gets a little blurry. The mind is the perfect environment for insecurities, fears, all sorts of things popping up, doubts, all sorts of things like that. And I see that even though this looked good and it looked promising and it yeah, for the most part, it looked good, there's something in your mind that's starting to be revealed about the situation you're engaging with here. And it's creating a lot of insecurity, and it's kind of leaving a sense of you don't know what to do at the end of the day. You're confused out of your mind, and it's like, okay. I see you wanting to bring your heart up a little more, but for some reason it's not happening over there. It's happening now, but not back then, where you almost get stuck in this energy of the mind. For the King of Swords, you get the Nine of Wands, The Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands. Yeah, and at some point it becomes so complicated that you just want to bail. You just don't want to do this anymore. And I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something with someone there. Maybe it's a team effort type of thing and looks good on paper type of thing. But then when it becomes too complicated, it's like, okay, you know what? I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. You're not going away anywhere by the looks of it, but you do get to a point of it's just too complicated. For the Queen of Swords, you got the Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. And you just begin to clash over and over and over again with the other energy. You got stuck on a path that was requiring a lot of you being practical, right? Which I don't have anything against practicality. I don't have anything against, being in your heart. I don't have anything against any one of those. It's when we use and abuse one more than the other. It's like, for me, the way I see it, it's like, where's the balance at? Because if we lose that balance, we might go on the deep end here on one or the other. And that's exactly what happened here. Where things got a little bit out of hand, a little bit... What control? Forget about control over the situation. It was completely lost on both sides. I just see the clash between your energy and the other. And it's not looking great. It's looking a little messy. It's looking a little super tensed. Let me see the Page of Cups in the current situation. The King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like if you didn't remove yourself completely from that situation, you definitely distanced yourself enough that you look a whole lot better, you feel a whole lot better. That was the point, the feeling part of it. It was completely missing from the previous situation there. So in order to kind of come in with this energy of self-care a little bit, you definitely implemented some sort of distance somehow here. And I see your heart starting to show up back in the picture. That got just too tangled up in there. Could have been something you were working on with someone and, you did need to be practical about things until both of you kind of lost it completely in that space of too much logic, too much practicality. Where's the sense of, but I feel that things should go this way. It's not there. For the Page of Swords, you get the Page of Swords again, the Four of Wands, the High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're engaging only with situations that work out for you, only with situations that feel good for you. There's a commitment in the mix here from what I'm seeing, but I kind of get this as a general expansion towards energies that kind of create this nice equal give and take type of an energy with you at this moment in time. So you're not engaging with a lot here other than energies that resonate with you, that feel good for you at this moment in time. I don't know what that was, and I don't know for how long it lasted. I don't see it lasting for too long, but long enough that you got just a little lost in your mind there. And now this is kind of you pulling yourself back to yourself, which is great because you know how to do that and you have the resources. For the Queen of Cups, you get the Empress, the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords. Still a long way to go to reach your heart's potential at least, but it is showing up a little more with each day for sure, but still a little bit of long way to go to fully connect to your heart there and bring it into balance with that mind of yours, because it's still here. Your sense of practicality should always be here. It's when you get lost in it where not only you, all of us, Same goes with the heart. You're too much in there and you're only functioning from that. We're humans. We need that balance, we need the mind. But let's do the Two of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Fool, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Nah, this is something, this whole situation that I see it being united through love here. So there's a connection you have with someone that's based off of love, but I see in time, I see the distancing from it on your side. What's interesting about it is that from an energetic perspective, no, the openness is still there. There's no sense of distancing. There's no sense of that. It's still as it is, you know. But like from a physical perspective, there's a little bit of distancing, at least on your end. And I don't think it's on purpose. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think you woke up one day and you're like, oh, I'm going to distance myself from this. I don't think it happened in that way. I think it caught you by surprise. And this is a time in which you kind of are like, oh, that happened. Oh, okay. Hold on. You know, kind of looks a little bit like that, where you didn't even realize that you distance yourself from something or someone that's fairly important here. For the lovers in the immediate future, you get the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups. Yeah, this energy wants to come back around. So if this, take this as maybe a friend, really close friend of yours that you haven't spoken to in a very long time, or maybe you did speak, but you know something happened there where it was just a kind of a distancing aspect at play, and it wasn't the same. And from an energetic perspective, it was always here. This connection always stayed. Physically, I see you pulling away from this, but then the energy of this wants to come back around. So I'm not sure how that would go, in the sense of, do you want to bring it back around? Do the both of you, you know? But it definitely wants to come back around. And it's beautiful. There's a lot of love here that is showing up with this one when it does come back around, or when it wants to. Let's do the Death card. The Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel this is the work to bring it back around, because this was like hanging on a thread, this whole situation. And I feel like the Devil that shows up in the beginning is mostly the distance part, because whatever happened that created this distance, apparently it's very painful as a result, and it's got some working through to be done on it here in order for this to come back around, because it does want to come back around. So the Devil is not necessarily the most unhealthy aspect ever. It's just that it created that distance that happened, created a little bit of damage, and that's where I see the Devil energy playing in. But yeah, I think it's a natural turning back around, wanting to come back around to this. I don't think it's one of those, hey, you know, we should spend more time together, or I don't think it's going to show up like that. I feel like it's more of a leaning towards one another. And I do believe it's a friendship. It could be something else, but I do believe it's maybe a really close friendship. At least at some point it felt that way. That kind of fell through the cracks of whatever happened there, where you got stuck in whatever that was. And now that you're making your way back to your heart, it's kind of like, okay, let's see what's happening around us. And you notice this. And it has a natural way of coming back around, because, again, from an energetic standpoint, it never left. It was always there. Physically, yeah, there's been some damage done here. That is going to need some work, for sure. But I see the willingness for the work to be put in. So, interesting. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. You're not there with this one yet. You're not at that place yet that I see here. The desire is here to bring this back around somewhere, either on your side or on theirs. But the energies are not in place yet for this to start happening. So, okay, you're heading in that direction. which is nice. It's nice energies. This connection definitely carries super nice energies. And I love when I see it that it wants to come back around organically. Nobody's forcing it. Like, hey, let's do this and let's. No. It's almost like the energies are pushing to come back around, which is gonna make you see potentially the distance that's been created and the damage that's been created through that distance. So, but anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.